Bonjour, mes amis, and welcome back. I've no idea if that's correct. Hi, everyone. I've got to stop with the French thing. I'm probably just embarrassing myself. I've said it before, and I've said it again. Well, actually, I haven't said that these sticks are floating in the air before, but they are. I've said it before, and I've said it again. I don't speak French in any real way, shape, or form. We are back. We are rising steel. I actually tried on this top hat, you know, and that's not the top hat. And it actually looks quite dapper. So I may have spoken too soon about it. But yes, I've been playing around with the equipment just because I was trying to get a decent screenshot of my actual character for YouTube thumbnails, because I've just started putting things up on that, and I can't get a decent picture. There's something to do with the way the game renders that doesn't lend itself very well to either reshade green screen chroma keying, which is what I use for Final Fantasy XIV. I think it's probably DLSS, isn't it? In fact, wasn't I going to turn that off? Because I don't really think that ray tracing is offering much at all in the way of, you know, game improvements. Let's just see if we can actually see the difference between that and that. I don't know. Is it obvious? It doesn't really seem to make a huge amount of difference, does it? But DLSS, because of the way it faffs around, it's been leaving that weird blurry edge on everything. Because what I don't want is the game to run like ass. Which is what... Oh, darn. That's not what I meant to press, is it? Yeah, I don't want the game to run really badly while I'm recording, because obviously having OBS running at the same time adds a chunk of pressure onto the renderer. Let's leave it on quality. And we've got so much VRAM on this system that I can't imagine we're going to have huge amounts of issues. And did I leave ray tracing on now? Let's put it on and see how much it screws things up. So, we need to go... Oh, apparently we need to talk to more people to finish some quests I had not realised. Could have done this in yesterday's episode. Maybe I'll tag this on to yesterday's episode.
Madame? Eh bien, do you come bearing good news?
I do.
Your wife. You may rest easy, monsieur. Your wife escaped the massacre.
She did?
She returned home and left you this letter.
Mon Dieu.
Mon Dieu.
She's going to meet our daughter and son-in-law at our charity hospital.
She may already be there.
Madame, I did not dare to dream of such an outcome. My wife and daughter. Can you imagine? And I thought I had lost both of them. The three of us will be able to leave the kingdom and put these horrors behind us forever.
You did
What
finance the...
They are not in your possession.
No, not yet.
You must ensure they do not benefit the king, madame. You will find them in the Armoire de Fer, in the Palais des Tuileries. Do with them as you see fit, as long as the king does not use them. As for me, I'm going to find my family at once. Thank you.
I guess that's the end of Necker's quest line.
I pray that your efforts will be successful. Adieu, madame. Adieu.
Is he going to disappear?
Minister Necker has given his bonds to me.
That's quite a nice little sum. Can you imagine? That's 1/5 of the kingdom's entire wealth.
Whoa.
Wealth that the king squanders for his personal benefit according to his whim.
Ah, Robespierre.
Monsieur Necker certainly has been very generous to his adoptive country.
Generous? I have my doubts. The loan was granted at a very high rate, So high, in fact, that it would have dug the deficit into an even deeper state of abyss.
Eh bien, messieurs. To what use shall we employ this?
Excuse me.
Could spend it. I'd do everything I could to return to the people their
It's
culture.
my money, not yours.
I would get them the bread they so sorely need. It is only after the scourge of famine has been vanquished that armed patriots might then be able to rise up against despotism.
And where will you find wheat, Robespierre? Will you steal it from under the noses of the automats who have sworn to destroy the human race? As for arming the people,
Have they actually sworn that?
another one of your delusions. How could your ragged pack of wretches win any sort of battle that'd be unable to lift a sword?
When you insult the people, you insult me, Monsieur de Lafayette.
I am not insulting anyone, Robespierre. But I happen to know what it takes to fight. Unlike you. Monsieur, I was but a lad of 15 when I took up arms. And everyone here knows my role in the liberation of America from British rule. If you allow me to dispose of these bonds, I will found an army that will annihilate the Clockwork King's diabolical machines. As soon as I have the opportunity to leave Paris, I will rally the officers and forces stationed in the provinces.
Well, we don't have them
Then
yet.
I will call for a mass uprising. I will have more than enough money to pay their wages and procure the weapons we need.
And you will have obedient troops at your beck and call, ready to repress anyone who challenges your power.
These troops will only serve the will of the people.
And this is how.
Are you sure that the king has spared the rest of the kingdom, Monsieur le Marquis?
I am almost certain of it, mon père. Despite all of his resources, the king does not have enough manpower to occupy all the garrisons in the country.
But he has
Aegis,
automats.
no member of this assembly can force your hand. The choice is yours.
It
To
is.
whom will you entrust Monsieur Necker's bonds?
They're not yet in my
Bonds
possession.
are not yet in my possession.
Then please continue your search.
Yes, it is this kind of infighting that shows that some form of government is actually necessary.
Monsieur de Mirabeau,
Because the people cannot be trusted to make decisions for the best of all people. And to be fair, neither can the government.
Minister Necker claims that you were a familiar face at the Tuileries Palace.
That old story. Will it hound me until I have drawn my last breath?
Apparently.
This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain to dispel. To what do I owe the displeasure of having to defend myself once again?
We actually need some help.
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored safe in the king's chambers.
What luck could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. Nothing that can resist the expertise of our dear Monsieur Lee. Why don't you ask him for help?
Okay.
Be sure to do so.
So,
Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well. Our gunpowder.
I don't think blowing the safe up will
I'm
help.
sure he'll have no trouble finding you something you can use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Good. I will go and find him.
Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
Oh?
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
That's an odd turn of phrase. Oh, and he's disappeared. Jean-Sylvain.
How was your search at the Vaucansons' home?
I found this penknife there.
Oh.
I was struck with a vision as soon as I picked it up. I saw Mademoiselle de Vaucanson running from the Comte de Cagliostro.
Yes,
This letter
we
refers
did.
to a hiding place where she often sought refuge.
Yes.
It's in the Jardin du Luxembourg.
I know the place. One day, Eugène and I were walking in the Luxembourg Gardens when suddenly Athénaïs jumped out from our hiding place like a wild animal. It was a startling, almost frightening sight.
It's almost as frightening as having one of those snake things drop on you.
Between two statues.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But
Burn it with
I'm an
acid.
astronomer, mon enfant, not a locksmith. I know my way around lenses, filters, racks, and tripods, but I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. God, Monsieur de Mirabeau was joking with you, that's all. Où est-il, ce brave homme, so that we might ask him?
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me? Do you mean he left the
That
convent?
is
That's
suspicious.
madness. What was so important that he would put himself in such danger?
Intriguing indeed.
You mean that ordinary people cannot be trusted when they have their own self-interests at heart? Gasp.
Lavoisier,
What can I do for you, Aegis?
I would like to access the contents of a safe that is supposedly unbreakable. Dare I ask for your help, Monsieur Lavoisier?
And how can I be of assistance to you, madame?
I need gunpowder to break through the door.
Gunpowder? But I don't have a speck of it, mon ami. Do you think I just walk around with explosives in my...
Yeah, no.
Oh. I apologize. It was Monsieur de Mirabeau's idea.
Mirabeau? What is this ridiculousness?
Hmm.
I suspect he knows full well whatever he's playing at.
Yes.
Where is the animal? So we can ask him what's truly going on.
He has disappeared.
He had an urgent matter to attend to.
Eh bien, I'm sorry, madame. If I could inspect the safe and determine what metal was used in its fabrication, I might be able to find a solution. But given the circumstances, I'm sadly not in a position to help.
I really like his striped shirt.
The clues I found at the warehouse suggest that the gunpowder was moved
That's
to
it for the different quest.
You must find a way to get there and put an end to this threat.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Au revoir. Okay. So, that is now all of the side questy bits done here. We now need to go and find Atonias, who is a little bit of a ways away. Ah, yes. I remember this spot. Yeah, this is a really big level. She should be just up here.
Atonias' hiding place. A fight took place here.
Oh dear. It's a very nicely designed place. Lots of greenery. And goes straight for the treasure. Ignores the quest. On brand Demajen. Bismuth block. Carriage token. A handwritten note is scrawled across the first page of this book. It is here, in the sacred temple of nature, where fleeing the company of men I enjoy my cherished solitude, that I feel closest to you. Who would believe that I never met you? Yet you are here by my side, tender and protective. Will we ever see each other again? Monsieur Diderot seems not to believe it, and the thought gives me a chill. I want to believe in heaven, my dear maman, and believe that you are waiting for me there. Oh. So she didn't know her mother?
Antonius. What unusual names. Whose cane could this be? Perhaps the guests at the Cordelier can enlighten me.
Oh, so we have to go all the way back. Haha. Have we been up here before? I guess we must have been. No. Oh, is this the balcony that I could never figure out how to get to? It is, because I didn't know... Oh. That is not geometry. It looks like geometry, but it's not. You probably could have added a little bit of collision on there. Yes, the compass is actually massively beneficial for this bit of the quest. Right.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau?
He gone.
Aegis, I'd like
Oh?
to talk to you about my research. Do you have a few moments to spare for me?
I do.
Certainly, mon père. I am listening.
I've carefully collected the testimony of our companions here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I compared them with the observations made during my investigation of the man who calls himself Cagliostro. I
Yes.
came to quite the shocking conclusion.
Oh.
I believe I have discovered how the royal automats remain constantly in motion, like clocks that never need winding.
They have.
They get their energy from the souls of the dead, Aegis. They drink from the anima essence that permeates the purgatory described by Monseigneur de la Fare. These machines feed on the dead.
Yes.
The massacre, the deeper the river where they slake their thirst.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious because obviously we use anima essence as our leveling up tool. But I like the idea that the massacres feed them in that way.
Is there any way to stop the bloodshed, mon père?
I believe there is always hope, Aegis. As long as I remain free to pursue my research, I will never lose faith. I keep thinking about the three Nemes. These echoes. All of this is clearly related to Nicholas Flamel's work.
The alchemist?
Precisely, mon ami. And this leads me to fear the worst.
What have we to fear from an alchemist who died nearly 4 centuries ago?
Well,
not him, per se. Rather, the heretic who is exploiting his discoveries. This poses a grave danger to us all.
The danger.
What do you fear, mon père?
What do I fear? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, near the Hôtel de Ville. He had the priests forcibly removed.
Is that the one where we found
Since then,
Necker's
Father in heaven knows what
stuff?
they were doing there, hidden away from the people of Paris.
Mon Dieu. Flamel's tomb.
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur.
Oh?
Legend has it that Flamel was buried with his lapis philosophorum.
Philosopher's Stone.
What is the lapis philosophorum, mon père?
The Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, see? There we go.
No one knows its true nature, or even what it might look like. All that is known is that it is said to grant untold riches and eternal life to whoever.
One of the great mythologies.
Its very existence is questioned, of course. But if it's true, just imagine
What if? And that's the joy of speculative fiction.
Must elucidate this matter at any cost.
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt. The priests always ensured that it remained undisturbed, despite the mystery surrounding it. But now they're no longer there to protect it. We need to know for certain.
But how? There are automats everywhere.
I wonder.
Oui, mon père.
Will you help us get to the bottom of this?
Oui, mon
Did
père.
you not say that it was impossible to enter the church?
There is perhaps a solution. The penitent's door behind the Châtelet leads to the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. It's only opened on Good Friday, but this year, I had the honor and good fortune to lead the procession. Here is the key.
Haha.
Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
Let's see. François Antoine. No, that doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Désolé, ma chère.
Goodbye, mon père.
Okay. So we have to question all of the peoples.
My respects, Monseigneur.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Aegis. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at Place Saint-Méry. The path that led us to
Have
the
I not
tomb
spoken
was
to
not an
him?
easy one, believe me.
Do the four names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
The Franciscan order?
Ooh, his outfit clips.
Franciscus Assisiensis, the founder of the order, and Antonius Patavinus, one of its most illustrious members. I'm sorry, Aegis, but that's all I can think of.
Interesting. A little mystery.
Monsieur Raymond,
Go on, Aegis.
I found a cane inscribed with the name Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Jean Sauvin?
Monsieur B. Does the name Franciscus Antonius
A little
mean
bit of a mystery to attempt to solve.
We scholars have the strange habit of adopting names from antiquity. I imagine that we're actually looking for someone named Francois Antoine. But no matter how hard I think, I'm afraid it doesn't ring a bell.
Nom de plumes.
Monsieur
Is that a
Lavoisier?
nom de plume or is that
What
just a
can I do for
pseudonym?
you, Aegis?
Did the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing really.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing with that name either. I'm sorry, madame.
Goodbye, Monsieur Livois.
Okay. Who was this? This guy.
Eh bien. Do you come bearing news from Monsieur Marat?
No, not yet.
I have it on good authority that he is in the quarries in Montmartre.
Yes, I know.
The only person who could show you a way to reach the Bastille. Don't forget.
I found a
yeah.
cane engraved with the name Franciscus Antonius. Who could it belong to?
Let me think a moment. Je vous prie. I know an Antoine Francois, a printer on Rue de la Harpe. His surname is Moreau, but he is a man of the people and a true patriot. I doubt that he ever sported a cane with his name engraved on it.
Goodbye, Monsieur de...
Maybe you have been misled.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Franciscus Antonius. Do these names mean anything specific?
I like this little mystery.
François Antoine. Hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebusier who killed the beast of Gévaudan. The affair took place during the reign of Louis the Beloved, just a few leagues from the castle.
Ah, a mythological
I was still
story.
a young boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It caused a stir all over the country.
I doubt that it has anything to do with my case.
I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Ah. But that's everyone.
Research on Nicholas Flamel.
Haven't started yet.
I have done nothing yet.
Don't take too long, Aegis. Don't forget that the tomb is in the crypt of the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, under the cemetery.
I had
The
not.
church isn't far from the Hôtel de Ville.
Goodbye, Mom.
I wonder then if we need to wait for what's his face to come back. That's interesting. That is interesting. It does not seem that we can make any further progress there just yet. I like quests that that do this. As long as it doesn't draw it out too far. Anything new here? No. Right. So, we can go to the... Ah, Mirabeau is here. Of course he is, because he's gone to sort out the safe, hasn't he? In Luxembourg, we have the people at the convents. In La City, we have Flamel's crypts. I like the fact that it's ping-ponging us all over the place. That being said, with the levels being on the larger side, it does take some time to get to places. But of course, that's what we've got all these Metroidy movement tools for. And there's a lot of shortcuts.
At an impasse. Should I go to the Tuileries to examine the safe? There may be a way to force it open. I can get to the Tuileries Palace via the Louvre. Then I should be able to enter it through the courtyard.
Uh-huh. Oh, we can also get over here now. Ow. Oh dear. Oh. He was nowhere near as challenging as I thought he was going to be. What? Oh. Bronze ingots. Little path back up to here. I guess just a little... Yeah, so this would have enabled us to sneak down the side past it. Should that have been required. Maybe that door opens? Ah, we can get... Aha. Aha, ha, ha. Okay, that's a shortcut into the garden. There's another guy over there. This is blocked. Bonk. Uh-huh. More capsules. Oops. Yes, this looks like an area that we haven't... I mean, through the glass, through the windows here, looks like somewhere we haven't explored yet. A wing of a building, perchance? I'm not getting over there. Yeah, so it's on the other side of this building. Be damned if I can remember how to get there. Hold on. I don't think we could get up here before. Yeah, see, all the they're not big things that we're finding. You know, just little grenades and essences and what have you, but it's very Batman-like, actually, isn't it? This just running across the city rooftops and grappling to places. Not necessarily for massive rewards, but it certainly enables us to get around. Although I know I've actually massively overshot now. Right, that's the... I remember climbing that scaffolding. So I know where that is. To be fair, we might actually need to go that way. Nice, we can do it in the air. I hadn't realised. Took a chance. And that was me pressing the wrong button. Doggies! Toot! We need to get over there. Ah! This will probably help. Ow! Collateral damage? Have an enemy be killed by a direct hit from another enemy 5 times? I love that kind of system in video games. Ooh, that's a backswing. Oh, it's doing its thing where it's... Hold on. Every now and again, the game stops doing status damage. It's a bug. I assume it will get fixed fairly soon because it's quite an important one. But yeah, it stops you your weapons building up status effects on the enemies, which is kind of an issue when you've got an entire class built around that as a mechanic. Ooh. Oh! Hi, doggy! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Take fire. Oh. Here in the bush. There've not been too many instances of whacking enemies through walls in this as well, which is nice. Because that was something that, whilst comical in Thymesia, was something that probably shouldn't have made it into the full game. At least not as commonly as it did. Oh, there we go. Little bit of lag there. One thing I do worry about, and I noticed it in the editing of the first 3 episodes of this series, is that because I play with a G-Sync monitor, I don't always notice when the recording actually gets framey. I just hope it hasn't done so too often, because, as we've said, performance in this game isn't the greatest. It's not awful. Oh, jeez. I was not expecting... Can you come through the doorway? Ow! Yeah, so this guy... Oh. Yeah. So they had a very specific range. The leashing has been pretty well done, I'd say, in this. Some enemies can chase you further than you think they probably would. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just didn't see that at all until it stood up. I was too busy fixating on the fact that I could see the prompt at the top of the screen. So, yes, I'm going to have to jump up here. And I was about to say something about it when suddenly a robot... Ooh! Porvit chain. A new weapon. Flying knives. So, a power scaling, pure physical chain. I love the fact that you can actually get a view of it without having to faff around with equipping it as well. That's nice. Oop. These things aren't actually tied to the wall. Again, it's tiny, tiny background details that basically nobody is going to notice unless they go up and take a look at it specifically. I just happened to do so. Likewise, these candles are very static. Oh. How good you. Ow! Ow! Okay then. Well, I'm glad I used the Vestal here. Oh, it was this way, wasn't it? Nice. Nice. The freezing feels powerful because of what it can do, but it doesn't feel massively imbalanced. The grenades, yeah. But the batons, leveled up as I've got them, feel okay for the moment. What's in the box? Ah! I wondered where the other half of that set was going to be. Sire, the treachery of the soldiers stationed in the Hôtel des Invalides is causing a wind of rebellion to blow through your entire army. In these circumstances, I recommend that you apply to your troops the same just and severe measures that you have hitherto reserved for seditious members of the Third Estate. Those who do not lay down their arms and remain confined to their barracks must be mercilessly crushed. The salvation of the crown is at stake. Your first advisor, Comte Alessandro de Cagliostro. You, sir, are not a friend. Ooh. That's cool looking. So cool looking, in fact, that I want a picture of it. There's no first person mode, though, unfortunately. That's really cool. Somebody will have taken, I imagine, a long time to put that together. A tootie boy!
The lock wasn't forced. Whoever opened it had the key. Monsieur Necker's bonds are still there.
Huh.
There's something engraved on it. H.G. Riquetti. Comte de Mirabeau.
Gasp. So there was something in the safe that Mirabeau did not want the rest of the rebels to know about.
Whoever broke into this safe left behind the most valuable thing in it. This doesn't make sense.
Well, it does, Aegis. If you think about it even ever so slightly, we know that it was Mirabeau that did it. Huh. Oh, hello, friend. No. Yes. Clonk. I don't think there's really any need to do that whatsoever, but it feels good to do it. And that is, in my opinion, how Souls combat should be. Oh, okay. No, never mind. There is a point to doing it. It does massive damage. What the hell is that? Interesting. That's a ray tracing thing, isn't it? The light's being reflected there. Yeah, it's weird because it's reflecting the light. Well, it's kind of reflecting the light from our arm, but it's not reflecting us. It's got a tooty horn and a little shield thing, and it has many arms. We're gonna have to fight this as a boss, aren't we? Yeah, we are. In fact, does that have Cagliostro's face? Yeah, I just feel like I need to hit all the things. I didn't look up then. Could very well have been something to jump down at me from there. Okay. One assumes... I hear you. Yes. Right, I wanted to go and explore the balcony upstairs first before I come down. Let's take this methodically. No, nothing there to jump on us. Essence of a warrior's spirits. One of the things that I always like in Souls games where the currency is tied to this idea of spirit or soul or anima or whatever is that the actual drops like that, the consumable currency, is attached to a corpse. Because it's like, this is the essence of that corpse that is there in front of you. I like that as a conceit. Okay, there's a grapple point there. There's also scratch marks on the floor. Oh, that's the bashy one. A little bit annoyed that I didn't actually get the... Oh, dear. Didn't manage to get the stealth attack off then, which is a little bit annoying. See, essence of a warrior's spirit. Yes, I think the light beams that were reflected in that glass cabinets is actually the source of illumination that we're throwing off here. Ray tracing is implemented weirdly, I think, and you know what? I'm fine with this. It's not a AAA title, and yet there are, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought that would be that door. There are, in my opinion, elements of really kind of solid quality. This is going to be the door to the other side. Oui. Yeah, I do really think this is a cool mansion as well, by the way. Honky boy! Uh-oh. Ouch. Oh, I should probably heal, shouldn't I? Oh, did you just hit your mates? Oh, shit! He parried! And... clonk. Really good sense of weight, in my opinion. I've heard some people... Well, I've seen some people say that the combat in this is a bit stiff. And so I can kind of see where they're coming from with that. Do we have what we need from here? No. Confront the Comte de Mirabeau. I feel like we've got everything we actually need from this building, though. Yes, he's going to be elsewhere. Which is why we have got our exits. Nope. You know, take candle. You know, take clockwork? Yeah, why not? That's vaguely entertainingly funny. Vaguely. Whoop. Whee! Have we always been able to do that? Or is that new? Or did I just not look closely enough? You!
I have just come from the Tuileries. The Armoire de Fer has been ransacked.
Diable. Someone beat us to it. This is very unfortunate. Who knows what we would have found there?
Whoever it was had to fight for it. I found a body there, killed by automats.
Mon Dieu. How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. Especially since I discovered this in the victim's hand.
And what is that, pray tell?
A dueling pistol. With your name engraved on its plate.
May we? You're right. It is my pistol. It was stolen along with a number of other things. It happened just before the Estates General at my lodgings in Versailles. But how on earth did my weapon end up in the hands
I don't believe you, and why are you here?
Explanation. Those letters you have. You were about to throw them in the fire, weren't you?
They belong to me, and I shall do with them as I see fit. I don't have to explain myself.
I do find it curious how you left the convent without telling anyone. How those letters seem to weigh so heavily in your hands. I don't know if you went to the Armoire de Fer in person, but I do know that you're behind the theft.
How dare you accuse me? I didn't know that this Armoire de Fer even existed.
Lies.
You're lying. You will tell me the truth, willingly or by force.
Just how do you intend to force me? Do you think I fear you? I, who had the courage to defy 8 centuries of monarchy at the estate's...
I have a sword.
Please, but you won't get anything more from me.
Oh, interesting. We got some anima essence for...
Whether willingly or by force.
You're wasting your time.
Interesting. So maybe I should have questioned him first. Huh. I fear I may have... Mysterious documents went up in smoke. Damn it. Huh. Yes, I think I have, at least for the moment, screwed the end of that quest. Darn. Oh well. It's clear that he had some kind of involvement with something shady AF.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.